There was once a man named Arjun who lived in a quiet village surrounded by hills and rivers. He wasn't rich, but he worked hard as a potter. Every day he would shape clay into beautiful pots, vases, and jars, then carry them to the market to sell. Arjun wasn't known for being particularly cheerful, though. In fact, most days he seemed tired, frustrated even. Life had become a routine, and the joy he once found in his craft had slowly faded. He often looked around and thought, why do others seem so much happier than me? One evening, after a long, dusty walk back from the market with only a few coins in his pocket, Arjun passed by an old man sitting under a banyan tree. The man had a long white beard and a calm smile. Arjun nodded politely, but the old man called out, "Why the long face, friend?" Arjun sighed and sat down beside him. "Life's just empty," he said. "I work hard, but it doesn't seem to mean anything anymore." The old man looked at him for a moment, then pulled out a small clay jar from his bag, old, cracked, and clearly empty. "Take this," he said, handing it to Arjun. Arjun stared at it confused. "What's this for?" "It's your gift," the old man replied. "But here's the rule. You can't fill it with things. You must fill it with moments." Now Arjun thought the man might be a little crazy, but he took the jar anyway, mostly out of politeness. "Moments?" he asked. "What does that even mean?" "You'll know," the old man said with a wink, and then he walked away, disappearing into the trees. That night, Arjun set the jar on his shelf and forgot about it. But the next morning, something different happened. As he was shaping clay, his little niece ran into the workshop laughing, holding a butterfly in her tiny hands. She placed it gently on his shoulder and giggled when it tickled him. He smiled. Not just any smile, a real one from somewhere deep. That evening, he picked up the jar and whispered, "Today, I shared a laugh with my niece." Then he gently placed an invisible moment into the jar. Days passed, and more moments came. He helped an old woman carry her basket home. He watched the sunset without thinking of work. He heard a song at the market that reminded him of his late father, and instead of feeling sad, he felt grateful. Every time a moment touched his heart, he placed it in the jar. Weeks turned into months, and something strange happened. Though the jar remained physically empty, Arjun felt full, fuller than he had in years. People in the village started noticing his smile. Kids loved to visit his workshop. His pots, though made the same way, seemed to have more soul in them now. One morning, a traveler came through the village. Curious about the beautiful pots, he visited Arjun's workshop. As they talked, the traveler asked, "What's your secret? There's something different about your work." Arjun smiled and pointed to the jar on the shelf. "That jar changed my life." The traveler picked it up. "It's empty," he said. Arjun just chuckled. "To your eyes, maybe, but to me it's filled with everything that matters." Moral of the story: happiness doesn't come from what we earn or own, it comes from the little moments we choose to notice and cherish. Life is never truly empty if your heart is full.